Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Forge here, and I'm here with Maddennkingg. Say hi.
What's up, guys?
We're doing NCAA, or NCAA, whatever you want to say, Football 12. Or, no, not 12, excuse me, 10. The only reason I don't have a newer one is because I didn't really feel like getting a newer one. We had 12, but I like this one because I am a Longhorns fan, and they had Colt McCoy back in the day, in the 2010 game. It was his last year there, so I figured why not. It's a good team to use, and as you can see, we've made up players. I got Speedy McChunky in the backfield. He's 7 foot, 400 pounds. He's an amazing guy, and he short kicked to Shipley.
And he has it on the corner.
Thank you, kicker. Great. All right. And instead of talking about stuff like, oh, hey, we're gonna just commentate the freaking game that we're playing, we're going to do something a little bit different. We are going to, what we're going to do is we're going to end up talking more about stuff that's going on in football in general, like not necessarily just us or our season or anything. Just face mask.
He's tackled in the open field.
He's bends over weird. So we're probably going to start off with a little bit of college talk. I didn't watch much college ball this year.
Well, the offense is helped
but
out by that defensive
yeah, I actually didn't watch much at all. But the one play that, out of all the ones that I saw, that stuck in my mind the most was the Auburn-Alabama game a while back, a couple weeks ago. It came down to the last play. If you didn't see it, they kicked the field goal and the guy is short. They pulled their starting kicker and used their backup to try to kick the game-winning field goal because their starting one missed all 3 of the field goals he tried that day.
They line up in the shotgun.
And so, knowing that,
catches it, but they knock him out before he can get back to the original line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10, fantastic. But knowing that,
those kind of plays will not work against this defense.
they decided, okay, I'm just going to put in my backup because he has a better chance of making it than the kicker that's missed every single pass all day. So
He may have changed things up here.
they put him in, and the kick is a little bit short. And Auburn, the guy dropped as the kick is going through. It lands short in the end zone. He catches it while it's in the air. He runs it all the way back for the touchdown and ends up winning the football game for their team. And that was amazing. Oh my gosh. Thanks, lineman.
How did they get that sack?
Going on to more current stuff. Bowl games.
Put this one on the quarterback.
Didn't you have a game you wanted to talk about in particular or something?
FSU Auburn game. Quarterback got arrested for sexual assault or something like that, and
He got arrested. So.
charges were dropped on him, so he was able to come back for Heisman.
Did he win the Heisman?
Yeah, he ended up winning the Heisman.
McJunker.
And yeah, even though Manziel did have better stats than he had last year and better stats than the FSU quarterback, he didn't end up winning. No, it was FSU.
Oh, okay.
You don't want that water leak to turn into a flood. No, you don't.
Chunky. He's talking. Oh, by the way, he's also. Oh no, he's not my place kicker. Okay. All right. What were you saying? He was able to come back for the Heisman. So basically, he was able to come back and win the Heisman, and Madden is upset that
Manziel had a good chance of winning 2 back-to-back ones.
Yeah, and apparently he might not go for the end of the draft this year.
No, he's not going to go into the draft this
Oh
year.
my gosh! No, no, get there! Oh my gosh! No! Well, ladies and gentlemen, you haven't even seen his star uterus. In case you don't, you guys haven't seen him yet, but that's his kicker, or his running back, because I have McChunky, he has short bald uterus. This is the guy's name. Oh my gosh.
It's a block on the corner.
What was that?
He looked like a ballerina.
Valerino. Yeah.
And it was a really nice drive too, Brad. The quarterback got into a
We live in
nice
Texas,
rhythm,
so
did a
that's why
good
we're both
job
Texas
of picking
teams, and
apart
these
the
are our
defense.
personal favorite teams to cheer for. And going into that, let's talk about A&M first. Their bowl game, they had some. They were losing by how many points at half?
21 points, 38-17 at half.
Yeah, that's 20.
Defense didn't stop them once in the first half at all.
And then here comes the second half, and they got like a field goal or something, a small something. And I called him, and I'm like, "How about that Aggies game?" And he hangs up on me. And then afterwards, he texts me and just is like all caps, like, "How about that Aggies game?" Because they ended up coming back and winning it. If you did not see that or hear about it, Manziel led them to a nice comeback victory. I saw like one play of it, and the guy, beautiful catch, and the guy, Manziel, sorry, was in the pocket, drops back, pressure's coming through, so he tries to jump over one of his linemen, he trips on his lineman, runs into a different lineman, bounces off of him, runs out of the pocket, and throws a touchdown pass. I was shocked. I'm like, only Manziel can do that.
The only reason that that bubble was open was because it was originally supposed to be a fake bubble into a short pass on the other side, but he ended up doing that and running that fake bubble in for the touchdown. So
all in all, great comeback, and I thought that would help his draft stock, but since he didn't sign up for whatever it was, what was it?
He wasn't enlisted in the draft this year, so he's gonna go back for another year, it looks like, and
it's good for them, basically.
Yeah.
We might actually have another one in the year.
Yeah, our defense has to get better, though. I mean, if you can't stop them in the first quarter.
Yeah, it kind of looked like the Cowboys defense this year, but Cowboys, they didn't have anybody. They didn't have anybody. They had so many people, so many backups, and like on D-line they had like how many different players? I think it was like
three of the main starters were hurt at some point in this year.
But in total, I think it was like, you can say it. Yay! You can say if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think they had over 20 different players to play defensive line. It was insane. 20 or 30 different players that ended up that ended up having to play D-line for the Cowboys, and that's not good if you want them to be a team that hopes to go to the playoffs. And on that note, actually I'll come back to that. Let's talk about Texas this year. They lost in the the Big 12 championship to Baylor, and my guy just got decleated. They lost to Baylor, and that was not great. It was good for Baylor, but for the Longhorns, obviously not good. It means
they'll go to work at the 19-yard line.
Did they even go to a bowl game this year?
Texas?
Yeah.
Single back set, three wide receivers.
Yeah, I don't think they went to a bowl game. Oh God.
Makes it to the
but
27.
yes, already 99 injury status. He'll be back though. Don't worry.
He's a uterus. He's soft.
Yeah. Whatever, dude. Now you're gonna.
It's 2nd and 2.
I'd start passing.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
You have a start quarterback. But
Single set backfield.
There's this whole big deal with Mac Brown asking him to step down because, like, people were saying that they had a deal with Nick Saban. That's still, you know, up to debate. Oh, 2 quarters because of back spasm. What?
Guards and tackles opening up holes like that for the ball carry. It's very easy to have a successful running attack.
But Mac Brown was playing hard to get. Not hard to get. He was basically holding the team hostage. They kept asking him to step down so they didn't have to fire him, and that's not really distracting me off the play. But apparently works. And so they wanted to do something. Play him? Are you kidding me? They wanted to get a new coach in there. They were going to